All right, it is March. You know what that means? Time for another four-wheeler project and possibly a divorce. TBD. So I picked this up from a guy today here locally. It looks like it is a Polaris. I think he said it was a 95 2x4. It's got high and low. It's got decent tires. It is a 300cc. He said his stepson was driving it in the mountains and had to call, and then he said it just wouldn't start anymore. So he basically took the trailer, went and got it, and didn't bother fixing it because he didn't really want him riding it anymore. So yeah, that is where we're at. Let's kind of tear into it and see what we got. All right, let's start pulling stuff off. So let's see, he thought it might be electrical, but I don't know. Let's I think the first thing I'm gonna do is check for spark. All right, well, you can see the spark plug is pretty gross. It's pretty fouled. Let's see, let me set you up here. What is the best way? Let's see. We get spark. Oh, we got spark. That is a great sign. I threw a new spark plug in here. Let's just check it real fast. I didn't even want to mess with getting that other one cleaned up. Okay, so we got a good spark. Let's give it a quick compression test with my calibrated finger. Oh yeah, that's like 120 psi. Easy. Okay, so we got spark, we got compression. The question is, do I want to just see if I can dribble a little fuel down in there and see if we can get it to pop off a little bit? I wonder. Let's try it. We got the gas tank off. We have exposed a little bit more of the top of the engine here. We can at least take a look downside. I think next what we want to do is maybe try and get this airbox off and maybe pull the carb, see what that looks like. Yeah, as you can see, we got some nests in here. Kind of gross. If we'll see any friends or anything living in here. All right, well, that's what we're working with. All right, well, I pulled the gas tank to get a little bit easier access into things, and I did something bad. So I pulled out this spark plug wire from the coil, and it's kind of dark to see in there. But yeah, the whole wire came out, and then that kind of broke the little plastic thing off in there. So I think what I'm going to do is end up getting a new coil. Just looking back at the video, it didn't seem like the spark was that great anyway. It's kind of intermittent, wasn't hitting every single time. So it might be something with the magneto and the stator. Maybe replacing the coil will do it. We'll kind of just have to see. So yeah, let's continue just taking stuff apart. I think while we wait for the new coil to come in, let's work on this carb a little bit. So we're kind of digging into a bunch of the electrical because I figured as long as I've got everything open and replacing the coil, which is right in there, might as well take a look at some of the wires. And you can see in there, it does not look great. We got a lot of corrosion. So this is like a main kind of bus with a bunch of terminals. I found a wiring diagram that I have to go through. But yeah, then stuff like this where you just got stuff disconnected. I always love to see that. Like, the best. Love it. Look at this guy. Look at all that corrosion on there. Fun stuff. So yeah, if also I was taking the carburetor out, if anybody knows, this looks like it's some sort of switch, and I don't know for what. I need to trace it back. So if anybody knows what this is for, let me know. Also some weird stuff going on in the throttle. So there is some corrosion in there I need to take care of. But then there's this switch right here. And the carburetor's off, so that spring is not gonna come back. But yeah, there's some random switch in the throttle, which is kind of weird. Never seen that before. Another thing we need to take a look at, so this does have, it's a 2-stroke, and it has a separate oil injection tank. So I'm going to want to make sure that that is flowing like I should, or maybe I just disconnect it and use a premix from now on. I don't know. But I got a lot of good stuff to dig into while waiting for this new coil to come. So I think we are going to start on the carburetor next.